Today in the battle arena, I'm so excited to see these two go head to head because mainly they're some of the most loved video game characters and potentially some of the most OP main characters that you could play as in any video game. We're going to be looking at the composite version of each of these people, comparing their strengths, their durability, their speed, also their items. So today in one corner we have Link, the savior of Hyrule and Zelda's hero. Link and his Triforce power-ups will be going up against the hero of Kingdom Hearts, Sora, the leader of the Disney Squad and wielder of the Keyblade. These two video game legends are going to bring their very best, and let's see who's going to come out on top. Before we get too far into the video, thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this every single week. Let's start today with Link, the hero of Hyrule, the warrior in green that would always appear just in time to save the kingdom whenever it's needed. Time and time again, the legend has proven to be faithful and fulfilled as the spirit of the hero in a boy named Link. Whether it's voyage through a ruined kingdom or sailing across the great ocean seas, Link brings his boldness and courage into each challenge and ultimately defeating Ganondorf in the end. So let's get started talking about Link's strength. He's able to hold up boulders above his head that are bigger than him in size. He's able to cut through trees, break through rocks, and he's able to do most of this without losing any endurance. Also, the Master Sword, the Sword of Evil's Bane, since it's been blessed and reawakened by Goddess Hylia, it has the power to drive back demons, and those only with the spirit of a hero can wield it. Sound familiar? Link is able to shatter the barriers of darkness around Hyrule Castle. He has a magical move called Urbosa's Fury, where he calls down lightning in an area around him 3 times before needing recharged. Okay. I mean, is this Thor? Or is this Link? So let's talk about Link's toughness, like his durability. From the outside, it seems like he might be kind of a glass cannon, but is he able to take a hit? We see him hit with a boulder that's the size of him or bigger, and it explodes on contact, where he doesn't really have any damage shown at all. He's launched from some distance into a stone wall and quickly recovers. It just kind of looks annoyed after all. Link is also fallen from high distances with hardly any effect to his health. He's able to tank sizable explosions and again launched into the sky so far that you can't even see, like you lose sight of where he went. Just simple human-like durability for the most part, until you start to add the heroes and legends blessings and magic, like Daruk's protection. Specifically, this one creates a barrier around Link that reflects 3 attacks no matter how big or small they are. And then there's also Mipha's Grace. This is a champion's skill. This restores Link's health all the way back to full bars. And so if he was to lose his health in a battle, he can use Mipha's Grace, but then also he has the ability to use fairies. A bottle fairy that can restore him all the way back to health whenever he falls in battle. And also there's some small adjusting that happens when he puts on different types of clothes that can affect his stats in different ways. The Wisdom Spirit gives Link an overall defense boost, and there's also an overpower feature called Naru's Love that surrounds Link in a diamond of magic, rendering him to be immune to take any type of damage. Before we talk about other skills and items, let's talk about Link's speed. Specifically talking about Link's speed, he has a time slowing feature. He's also able to outbest Ganon's Thunder Blight, and he moves around at like Mach speeds, light speed honestly, blinking from position to position, like this. And don't let that boy get on Epona, because Epona is honestly just like a normal horse, just normal horse speed, but it's Epona. Like, you have to care about that. And you cannot talk about Link without talking about the Triforce. What is the Triforce? Why is it so special? Yeah, this thing, the sign of all Zelda nerds across the world, this symbol sums it all up. Well, it's a magical artifact in Hyrule's providence, and it does crazy things for the wielder. It provides the wielder a small amount of the goddess's powers, and it's 3-part. So it's courage, power, and wisdom. It grants the holder all of these powers of its individual pieces, from existing erasal, being able to erase anything, resurrection of others, mind manipulation, healing, power nullification, transmutation, vesting great raw power, and additionally allows the owner to warp reality. It grants the wielders their wishes, and even stated by Hylia, it is capable of altering the essence of all things, along with resistance to it. The Triforce is able to have attacks up to universal levels. The actual mere existence is what sustains the sacred realm. It also is able to create the dark world, which is parallel to the light world. And by far, the Triforce is the most powerful item in all of the Zelda universe. So yeah, Link is bringing a lot more than you may think to the table. He's not just a little kid that most people think that just carries around a big sword. This dude has fighting skills and the spirit of a hero. So Link is going to be an actual really tough person to go up against today. So before we talk about Sora, we wanted to ask you guys real quick to join us in passing HGTV in subscribers. We need more subscribers than HGTV. They have 467,000 subscribers, and we're just over 260,000 subscribers. So we need your help. I think that we can pass HGTV in just a few months, maybe just a few weeks. This is going to take 2 seconds for me to nerd out. Just in the past 28 days, our channel has received 1.16 million views, and 987,000 of those views were from unsubscribed viewers. Help us do that today by hitting that subscribe button right now. Now let's talk about Sora, the hero born on Destiny Island, which fell into darkness. Then him and his two other friends, Riku and Kairi, found themselves on different planets. Sora found himself in possession of the Keyblade, a weapon with the ability to lock and to unlock any door and locking pathways between worlds. Finding Donald Duck and Goofy together in their travels, they moved to different worlds, locking the keyholes of the worlds and looking for their friends. This adventure will lead him to fight a man known as Xehanort and his many different forms who are all trying to plunge the world into darkness. So let's talk about Sora's strength. He is really similar to Link. He's able to one-hit some Heartless, he's able to knock back some Nobodies, and he's able to break through rock. Really similar things that we see Link doing. He's able to jump, again similar to Link, at least 2 stories in the air. Sora's able to use a mixture of magic with his Keyblade in combat, large explosions of fire, freeze groups of Heartless with his ice attacks, summon a large amount of lightning bolts, domes of electricity. Sound familiar? He's even able to summon heroes to come help him with their strengths. But we're going to talk a little bit more about items and some of his summoning magic later. Sora himself is able to take on a Valor form that greatly enhances his base physical capabilities. And his list of villains that he's defeated across all of his games is pretty extensive. He's far stronger than Ursula, who controls all the seas. And while amplified, he's able to defeat Xehanort. And this guy moved to moon. So we have to at least put his combat skill and his attack potential at planet level. Let's chat about his durability. He is similar to Link again. On the outside, he kind of looks like a glass cannon, but rich in each category. He's taken what seems to be like multi-continental level attacks from this guy and from this guy. While amplified, he's able to take hits from Xehanort, like we talked about earlier. Outside of fighting, he's fallen from a treehouse. He also has minimal damage from being launched a long distance. I honestly had no clue how similar these two were. Like, a lot of the things that happened to them in the game is similar as well. So big shout out to Invincible Pete for requesting this fight against Link and Sora. It's really fun to actually dive into both of their worlds and to see how similar these two are. With Sora's magic and his Keyblade, he's able to heal himself and allies, and has the feature called Faith that summons several pillars of light that rotate around him and heal him. In a lot of ways, Link and Sora both have a lot of features and buffs that are going to help them in different situations, but is Sora fast? Like, Link wasn't like really impressive when it came to speed. Besides Link's slowing focus mode, Sora's able to dodge and to block and reflect laser blasts, but we see Link do this as well in Breath of the Wild. Sora's able to dodge attacks from Tron, and we know that Tron's fast. Hey, but again, this is where magic really helps out. Sora has the ability to teleport enemies away with time and aura magic, teleporting behind enemies and even manipulating time to completely stop them right where they are. And last thing we have to talk about with Sora is his Keyblade. What is it able to do? What is its abilities? What is it able to do in a fight? Also, what is Sora's summoning ability? We're going to talk a little bit about that as well. Well, the Keyblade is something that channels one's inner strength of their heart. The user can summon a Keyblade to use it in battle. Sora's Keyblade is the Kingdom Key, a weapon from the realm of light. Through the use of the Keyblade, the user is granted increased strength, speed, durability, and increased magical power. It has the ability to bind, to black out, to poison, to miniaturize, to confuse, to sleep, even terror people. When the enemies are headed their way, they run the opposite direction in fear. And if that's not enough, Sora has the ability to summon other Disney characters, which is really fun because we get to see Simba, who roars and causes more damage. We get to see the genie, who can cast spells, Bambi, who can heal, Peter Pan, Mushu, and the hilarious one, Chicken Little. I love this one because he just brings a ton of fireworks, and the list goes on and on. This is just a really exhausted list. So if I'm completely honest, this is the part of the video where I actually have to talk about the fight, Link versus Sora, and I'm honestly kind of nervous because both of these guys are so awesome. Who do you think is going to win? Make sure to comment down below right now before we talk about the verdict. But let's get into it. Let's talk about the actual fight. What would go down if these two went head to head? I see it going a little bit like this. Sora is going to be blazing and potentially use a few big attacks right from the very beginning. And if he chooses to use Time Stop or any magical attack, Link is protected by Mipha's Grace. If he is damaged and his health goes to 0, he'll be brought back immediately. Even if he has a fairy in his pocket, he'll be brought back to life. So it's going to be really tough to actually kill Link. And beyond that, he has Daruk's protection, meaning that any attack that Sora tries to do onto Link will be reversed and parried back to Sora. This could potentially freeze Sora. But Sora also has his own deflectors and safeguards. And if Link doesn't decide to use Mipha's Grace, or he's not able to use a fairy, he also has Naru's Love. It's honestly so overpowered. It has the ability to be immune to everything. And then also we have the Triforce, which is often able to make him invincible, granting him any wish. That's going to be hard to argue against and make much of a case against when it comes to him fighting Sora. When we're looking at Link and Sora and their strength, I don't really see there being much of a difference between their strength. Maybe Link will be a little bit stronger, but I don't think it's going to be enough to really change the outcome of the battle here. While Sora is faster than Link, we do have some instances that are similar when it comes to speed, but I do think that Sora's speed skipping kind of puts him on top, kind of gives him the edge over Link in speed. So yeah, Sora may be a little faster than Link, but I think Link just has too much going for him here. Sora's able to kill Link, knock him out, kill him completely, and Link will be able to come back to life multiple times. He can have as many as he wants bottle fairies in his inventory, and he's able to come back full health, full strength, full endurance, and just keep fighting. He's able to bring bigger attacks with some of his buffs that he has at his disposal. Let's be honest, Link has bottle fairies. He has the goddess blessings. He has the champion's blessings. He also has the master sword. He also has the Hyrule shield. And he has the Triforce. Let's be honest, the Triforce pretty much just makes you a god. You could pretty much just make any wish and it will be fulfilled by Hylia. It's too overpowered. And so for that reason, I think Link has to stay on top as the sword wielder hero of video games. So today, Link wins. But who do you think wins today? Do you think it's Sora or do you think it's Link? Make sure to comment down below who you see winning this battle, and make sure to request more videos so we can make those happen in the battle arena. So if you have video game characters, more Marvel characters, DC characters, or anime, we love to pair up all those guys. So make sure to comment those down below. Also, while you're at it, make sure to subscribe, to like this video, turn on post notifications, join the DanCo army to see more videos like this every single week. And before you call me a Nintendo fan, which would be true, I would not argue that, I'm also rocking Disney today, so a little love for Sora as well. That's what makes these two guys so great. They're so lovable. And that's what makes the video game franchises so awesome as well. So if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, and we'll see you guys next time right here in the battle arena.